Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. Welcome to the limited welcome to the Liminal Boundaries Channel live stream where we're live screenwriting The Ballad of Garvin Hackett. It's a movie script being written completely from scratch. It's an ironic, darkly comic take on 90s action movies. Think Forrest Gump meets Scarface, directed by Sidney Lumet. So the laws of physics actually apply. Instead of going the traditional development route, I'm writing this movie live and in public, directly for you to visualize later as a cinematic graphic novel. So if you got a good idea and you think it might improve the script, drop it in the chat, and it just might make it in. Subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss the next one. And if you want to follow along from the beginning, there is a link in the description to this video. And I like to start by welcoming everybody. If you got any night owls out looking for a live script writing going on deep in the middle of the night, welcome everyone. So, and I want a happy face. I want some joy. Let's see what do we have here. We have some options. Yeah, I give a little smile today. That's what we'll do. We'll send it off into the ether. Okay. So that's the welcome, and we'll talk about the title today. Is Right With Me, live screenwriting from scratch, day 39. Act 1, Car-Bomb. Today we're doing the car-bomb. Now, this is a scene that is very much... I imagined it to be kind of like Hitchcockian. So let's see what we got. So we're in the outline, and we're literally in Whitey Kills JR. Let's look at the to-dos really quick. Beat out the scenes with AI. No, I'm not doing AI anymore. With JRs. But it turns out that the AI is sometimes helpful, but not the way we were using it to outline. It was actually taking longer to do it. I could do it faster by myself, like manually. We'll see. It's good for other things. Let's see. So Whitey prepares for the bomb. Okay. Alright. Whitey kills JR. Okay, the man Whitey was following pulls up to the donut shop. Whitey gets out of the car and opens the trunk where he turns the bomb, and when he lowers the trunk, we see Garvin's dad's car right next to the man that Whitey was following. The two cars look identical. So I think we've done this already here. Let's see. Yeah, the cars look identical. Yep. Okay, so that's done. So we can get rid of that. Whitey checks the Polaroid against both cars, but cannot tell the difference. We got that. And then what should he do? Should he flip a coin? Something. Then he walks over and places... Yep, he walks over. All right. Okay. The gag. The target finally finishes his songs. He turns off the headlights. He opens the car door. The bomber grabs the bomb. Adrenaline pumping, ready to sprint across the street. So we already got that he opened the car door, so that's done. They're already inside. So okay. The guy already walked in, right? Okay. He checks his hair. We didn't actually put this, and finally gets out of the car and enters the donut shop. Okay. Whitey jumps out of the car. Okay. Just getting the stage business. So Goes to sprint across the street. This is kind of funny that he's yeah. Okay, and the man we know that the man is Kenneth. Okay, and then this car blows up. Okay, so this is done. Let's see if we've got a tag in here about that. Yeah. Yeah, why does double check the plate goes into this? Goes here. So go three. We'll move that up here. It's above JR stops for a donut. These tags go here on the scene. Whitey prepares the bomb. Yep. So the scenes do different things. This is about Whitey's carelessness. Okay. And this sprint across the street is kind of funny. I don't know if I'm going to use it. All right. Okay. His car blows up just as he bites into the donut. James' crown rod gets blown up with him, so after the initial blast, it rains coins. You just tap, 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 all the coins hit the ground. Okay. Okay, and this later thing comes later. This one. Okay, I believe there's no more laters. It's just as. Okay. And we're going back here. All right, so there we go. Okay. So let's do this. Setup. Escalation 1. Escalation 2. Escalation 3. Twist. Resolution. We've got JR. We've got Whitey. We've got Kenneth. These are the three characters in play. So they make decisions. Go here. Okay. And then okay, so they got their 4 decisions. We know the resolution is JR's car explodes. Okay. And then there's a twist. It's got to be some sort of a twist right before his car explodes. Something that, hey, JR bites the donut, turns on car. Okay. He pays for donut. All right. And then what should he do? So we know one of them has the bomb, but we don't know which one. And we know Kenneth is in there eating donuts. Probably comes out with coffee. He where's the donut, turns on the car. Right. And JR's car explodes. The setup is guys buying donuts while Bomber plants a bomb in one of their cars. Okay. And then in escalation 3 is Whitey plants the bomb. Whitey stands up and walks away. That's funny. All right. Okay. Whitey crosses the street with his hand. Probably he would have with a bag. Carrying a bag. Carrying a coat bag. Shopping bag. He'd probably put it in a shopping bag. And then he goes to plant the bomb, but a bunch of witnesses come out right at that moment. Classic De Palma kind of stuff. Actually, what would be really funny is shopping bag breaks. It's paper after all. And Whitey has to scramble and wrap the bomb in his t-shirt. And then I kind of feel like the guys should go to get inside the car, and then they both come back for some reason. Okay. So and then I'm gonna put here JR and Kenneth buying donuts while Whitey, the bomber, plants a pipe bomb under one of their cars. So JR's car explodes. Oh, Kenneth's music blasts. Blast. So we think it's an explosion. But it's an explosion of R&B. Okay, so he so what did he do? Startles. Oops. Startles. Startled by Kenneth's music. He laughs. Okay. Bite the donut, car explodes. Okay. He laughs and bites the donut. Oh, one of my keys isn't working. Okay. So he pays for the donut. And I'd say he orders the donut. He orders the donut. Pays for the donut. Alright, so he's got a little story there. Okay. Whitey 1. Yeah, so he's got to make yeah. Yeah, so there's going to be another escalation here. The witnesses leave. And he sees Kenneth coming out. getting his bag and coffee. He has to run. He has to hurry. Right? Okay. So it's nice and tense. Okay. So orders the donut. Yeah, so he pays for the donut with change from his bag. He pays for the donut with $100 bills. And then yeah, he turns on car. Music blasts. Okay. Okay, and then that's not Whitey, that's this guy. So let's see. Just do it this way. That's okay, and then we'll get Whitey. I go. Alright. So you haven't done his 4 decisions. He's got the car music. Kind of like that. There's not too much. And then so what does Whitey do? He hides bomb and bag. Let's see. We already got his decision, sort of, because he's driving the scene. Yeah. Crosses the street with bomb and bag. Bag. Crouch. Abort. Abort bomb plant. When he sees witnesses. Um. Yeah. He stands up and slowly walks away. Right. Rushes that bomb. So mostly for him, it's like getting that done. Okay, so let's see. Skips the verification. He doesn't check. Okay, so that's all. Add an extra now. Just as he bites into the donut, he gets blown up. Oh yeah, the Crown Royale. All right. So that stays. Okay. This city bus is... I'm not going to use that. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay. JR's car blows up. Okay. So... Okay, so it's just sprinkle these up. So the car explodes. Got that one. That's not really... Yeah, it's not right because that's not a decision, but he bites the donut. That's his decision. And then... Okay. Relaxes. It's just music. Okay. So, startled by Kenneth's music. There it is. There. Okay. And then he pays for the donut. Okay. What's that? And then orders the donut. See where that goes. I like that. Okay. That's JR. That's his. Let's see what we got. So he bites the donut. He pays for the donut. So we got all the decisions. Actually, yeah. So he pays for the donut bill. So donut change bag. Okay. And Whitey. Let's bring that down. Yep. He rushes to plant the bomb. Okay. We'll just move that. Okay. There you go. Okay, I think we got a scene here. Let's read it, see what's missing. There's car explodes, so we did that. Okay. Also gets blown up. So after the blast, it rains coins. Okay, cool. So we got the scene. Let's see how it reads. Setup: JR and Kenneth buying donuts while Whitey the bomber plants bomb under one of their cars. Escalation 1. He orders a donut. Whitey crosses the street. Kenneth orders a donut. Whitey crosses the street carrying a shopping bag. Escalation 2. He crosses the street with bomb in a paper bag. Actually, we got. That's actually goes up here. Okay. Kenneth pays for his donut using $100 bills. He goes to plant the bomb. A bunch of witnesses come out right at that moment. Orders a donut. Abort bomb plant when he sees witnesses. His shopping bag breaks, and Whitey has to scramble. Let's see. And the bomb falls on the pavement. Whitey has to scramble to hide it under a car. Then wrap the bomb in his t-shirt. Okay, the witness leaves and he sees Kenneth getting his bag and coffee. He has to hurry. He rushes to plant the bomb. Stands up and slowly walks away. Whitey stands up and walks away. And Kenneth turns on the car as music blasts. Just an explosion of R&B. Startled by Kenneth's music. Kenneth bites his donut. JR relaxes, just music. He bites his donut. His car explodes. All right. That's the scene. Let's move on. What's the next one? It's a good outline. So, boom. Police at donut shop at crime scene. Set up the charred wallet. So Garvin's dad's crime scene. Roger asks questions. They stonewall him. They lie about him. So I think this is probably a news report. Right? News report. Roger Gus live. Right? Reporting from the scene. The police don't let him get close. That's the best way to do it. He sees the coins. Finds the wallet. Okay, so let's just set this up. So, setup, escalation, twist, resolution. So the twist is he finds the wallet. Okay. Probably the cops kick him out. Right out. Threaten to arrest him. And it's the setup. What's really going on? What happened? And then he probably tries to interview bloody witnesses, but the paramedics kick him away. And those are some really ham-fisted, crazy stuff he could do to get the story. He tells his cameraman, pack up the van. The police don't let him go close. That's the easy one. And then interviewing the bloody witnesses. That works. It's comedy gold there. And then active investigation. Okay. And that's really it. There is no other characters in this scene other than the cop. So let's see the cop. So the cop 1, 2, cop 3, cop 4, R1, 2, 3, 4. And then you see, yeah, visual, the microwave antenna. Lifts up. It's the sky. All right. It's a nice visual. And then, oh, something happened there. Let's see what's going on. Doesn't seem like anything is weird. All right, let's see. So the cop, first, second, third. He threatens Roger with arrest. So, yeah. Doesn't talk to Roger. Tells him they will make a statement. Later. Kicks Roger out. Of perimeter. Interfering with investigation. Okay. And then Roger. First thing, he reports of the blast. And interviews cop. And then he interviews witness, victim. And then he tells cameraman. Pack it up. All right, let's go. Okay, so let's go with one of these. Cop kicks Roger out, threatens to arrest him. Okay. Okay. And let's do this one. Let's go. This is funny. He interviews a witness. He interviews the cop. So reports on the blast. And then let's see, he interviews the cop. Actually, he kicks him out. Yes, this is actually. Wow. Let me do this. So they kick Roger out. What if he just ignores him? So yeah, so there's only one. So C1. This is really C3. tells Roger to leave. Let's leave. Out of perimeter. He's interviewing with investigation. And then let's come. And then he interviews the cop, and then the cop physically removes Roger. All right. And then so he physically removes Roger. And then it's funny, Roger he tells Roger he will answer, outside the perimeter. And then when they get outside the perimeter, he doesn't talk to him. Doesn't talk to Roger. So he sort of lies. The cop just lies. Okay. That's actually better. And then, okay. And then he interviews the witness victim, the interviewed bloody witness, but the paramedics kick him away. And the cop threatens Roger with arrest. And Roger, yeah. Tries to arrest him. All right. Then he sees the coin, finds the wallet. Roger scurries away. Sees the coin, finds the wallet. And then, let's see. All right, that's it. It's 2 scenes. Not bad. Not bad. Should we go for one more? Should we call it a night? I think I might want to call it a night because it's getting kind of late. But there we did. We did 2 scenes tonight. Promise you guys I'll pick up the pace. But we got Whitey kills JR and we got the police that done it too. So we did a nice suspense scene, right? And then we did this nice physical comedy with the cops. And the next one is Roger showing up at Beatrice's house. Cool. I think that's it for tonight, guys. The late one. But we will get back to this tomorrow. It's a short one today. So we'll do Roger interviewing Beatrice. That's going to be fun. Who blew up JR? He's going to show her the wallet. And then and just like that, Whitey gets pulled over. Garvin's mental breakdown. I think I might actually not do the mental breakdown. I might not show it. We'll see. I'm gonna write them. I'm gonna write them all out, and then we'll see what I can cut out later. Just write it. Yep. So. Cool. All right, guys. Well, if you made it this far tonight, thank you for sticking with me on this late one. And I will see you on the next one. Hopefully we'll get like more than 2 scenes done. We'll probably get 3. Maybe we can even shoot for 4. Now that we're not using AI, everything's moving a little faster. But if you stuck with me this far, thanks so much and have a great day. All right, that's it for today's stream. So if you want to apply the tools I use here to your own work, I put together something special for you. Right next to me on the screen, you'll see a QR code for my screenwriting masterclass. As someone who fixes stories for a living, I can't afford writer's block, and neither should you. So I took the exact tools working writers use to make bulletproof narratives and packed them into this premium video course. It doesn't matter if you're writing screenplays, novels, comics, TV, or games. This works for any narrative story. You'll get full scene-by-scene breakdowns of famous films, hands-on guidance, and the exact system to ensure you never stare at a blank page again. It's $47, and a portion of every sale goes directly to support emerging artists through the Arts Accelerator nonprofit. If you're serious about mastering the craft, pull out your phone, scan the QR code right here, or hit the link in the description below. Get it now, and I'll see you on the next stream.